Yo, guys, Urban Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, today here at Urban Barz, we are commemorating the second year anniversary of the death of our man Sidhu Moose Wala. To be fair, people, he was murdered, so it's even worse. And guys, today's 29th of May, and Sidhu would only have been 30 years of age, people. He was taken at the age of 28 years of age. So our man did so much, so young, so quickly, so soon, and he was taken from us like in a heartbeat. It's incredible, people, but we have to remember that he did so much and he exposed so much. And whether you're into gangsterism, you're into what Sidhu did for his people, he was a proper Jat people. He represented for the Musa village, he represented for each and every single one of us. So everyone's got a different memory, a different opinion of Sidhu Moose Wala, a different reason why they love him so much. We love him for his voice, his music. I love him for his ideals and for the ability to stand up for what he believed in. And this is why this song is so poignant, people. This song is called 295. It was really, really poignant to Sidhu Moose Wala, and it was prophetic as well because unfortunately it marked the death date of our man, 295. And 295, I know, is the Indian penal system, etc. It's all about the blasphemy laws. I didn't know this at the time because I've covered this song before. But guys, let's sit down together. Let's make sure we keep Sidhu alive, burning and kicking in our hearts. I listen to his music, listen to his voice, his song, his lyrics, and just saying what a great man. He was only here for a short time, but he did more than most of us would ever do in a very, very long lifetime. So here at Urban Barz, guys, I want to pay tribute to our man Sidhu Moose Wala. And already, guys, Sidhu was great and he had great people around him, like the kid. So you see this track here, 295. Singer was Sidhu Moose Wala. The kid did the music and it was mastered by Dents. I don't know who Dents is, and this was off of the Moosetape people. But already you can hear this music. For some reason, it always reminds me of Western, spaghetti Western music. I can hear some horns in the background, and it just reminds me of just like a desolate place, you know, a wide expanse. And there's just so much openness for our man to absolutely put his lyrics down to this track, people. Our man Sidhu Moose Wala, this track is so important.
दस पुत तेरा हेड डाउन कास तो चंगा भला हसदा सी मोहन कास तो
So already we get a somber, a desolate mood to the song. So Sidhu's, our son, why are you down? Why is your head down?
हेड डाउन कास तो चंगा भला हसदा सी मोहन का
You used to laugh, but you're silent now. So this is what happens, people, sometimes. Your twinkle in your eye, the essence of life is taken from you for certain reasons, people. And sometimes it's out of your control.
दस पुत तेरा हेड डाउन कास तो चंगा भला हसदा सी मोहन कास तो आ जेड़े दरवाजे विच बोर्ड चक्की खड़े आ मैं चंगी तरह जानदा आ कौन कास तो कुछ इत्थे चांदी चमकाउणा चाहुंदे ने कुछ तैनूं फड़ थल्ले लाउणा चाहुंदे ने कुछ कन्याए इत्थे भुखे फेमदे नाम लैके तेरा अगे आउणा चाहुंदे ने मुसीबत तां मर्दां ते पैंदी रहिंदी ऐ दबी ना तू दुनिया स्वाद लैंदी ऐ नाले जेड़े रस्ते ते तू तुरिया इत्थे बदनामी हाई रेट मिलूगी
So there's many things going on, people, in this world. Don't let it get you down, people. Some are going to stamp on you to get to where they want to get to. Some are jealous and will pull you down, people. this world is not a great place at times. Not a great place at times.
ਜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਚਾਂਦੀ ਚਮਕਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਥੱਲੇ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਨਿਆਏ ਇੱਥੇ ਭੁੱਖੇ ਫੇਮਦੇ
Some people jealous, some are hungry for fame.
ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਣਾ
And some people want to come forward with your name, so they'll literally step all over you and use you and take what you've done, what you're given, taking your essence and say it's their own, to step forward by using you and using everything that you do.
ਵਾਜੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੋਲ ਚੱਕੀ ਖੜੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਆ ਕੌਣ ਕਾਸ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਇੱਥੇ ਚਾਂਦੀ ਚਮਕਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਥੱਲੇ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਨਿਆਏ ਇੱਥੇ ਭੁੱਖੇ ਫੇਮਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੁਸੀਬਤ ਤਾਂ ਮਰਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਐ ਦਬੀ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਸਵਾਦ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਐ ਨਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਤੁਰਿਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਦਨਾਮੀ ਹਾਈ ਰੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਨਿਤ ਕੰਟਰੋਵਰਸੀ ਕਰੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਧਰਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਲੂ 295
So this is where we get into people. So this music, by the way, is beautiful, it's sensational. It really does remind me of the cowboys and the western films I grew up watching musically. Is it Sergio Morricone? Ennio Morricone? I can never remember his name, people, but it just reminds me exactly of that. You see the cowboy and the horse, it's almost in the desert. You can't see anything on the horizon, left, right, anywhere. Miles away from anywhere, maybe no more water in his water tank. And it's only by faith that he will get to his destination, people. Because otherwise, without faith, there's nothing. But now we're going to come to the crux of this story, people. I had to look it up at the time. So I never knew what the 295 was. But it's the Indian Penal Code, people. It's all about the blasphemy laws. And it's all about talking about things like destruction and damage and defilement of religious, whether it's the property or sacred places, places of worship. It's to do with that. And the laws are very strict in India. You could be imprisoned, you could be fined, or even both. But they could also use these laws against you in a draconian way or manner. So we get into the crux of this story right now, people. So we're talking here about slander. And then we're talking about discussions are held in the name of religions. So sometimes people will use religion against you, sometimes they use it for you. It can be manipulated. And it says here, if you speak the truth, they will impose Section 295 on you. And I know for a fact that Sidhu Moose Wala, when he was in India, he was campaigning. He became much more of a political figure, people. And once you start to dabble in politics, they do not like it. You become a target. If you talk and stay in your own lane, they'll ignore you, dismiss you, and even let you carry on doing whatever you want to do. But if you affect people from higher level, then you have the crosshairs and the targets against you, and that's when problems will start to arise. That's when they will not leave you alone. You're now on their radar. So if you progress, you will get hate. Here there is controversy every day. That's what I said. Once you're on their radar, they won't leave you alone, people. They won't leave you alone, and all sorts of weird and wonderful things will be used against you. And I do apologize, people. I'm really still down here with the flu, so I'm sorry if I'm breathing and making some horrible sounds, because I don't mean to, but I'm not well, people. But I just really wanted to get on track out this song, because this song is incredible. But everything about it, the music, the melody, the lyrics, what the actual meaning is behind this song, and how important it was to Sidhu Moose Wala. It wasn't just words, people, it was everything that was in his ਅੱਜ ਕਈ ਵਿਚੋਂ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਜੁੱਟ ਕੇ ਜਣਾ ਖਣਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਏ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਇੰਜ love that. They're looking like they're going to save civility, that everyone's getting up giving speeches, but speeches are just words, semantics. Really? Do they even mean what they say? Rhetoric. Who knows?
ਅੱਜ ਕਈ ਵਿਚੋਂ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਜੁੱਟ ਕੇ ਜਣਾ ਖਣਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਏ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਇੰਜ ਲੱਗੇ ਰੱਬ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੱਥ ਖੜੇ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ ਪੜਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੁਬਾ ਅਖਬਾਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਚੁੱਪ ਰਹਿ ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੇਦ ਖੋਲੀ ਦੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੱਕਦਾਰ ਗੋਲੀ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾ ਜਾਉਣ ਤੇ ਸਟੀਵਿਆ ਰੱਖੇ ਬਣੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਉਹ ਮਾਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਦੇ
I'm gonna play that again.
ਨਹੀਂ ਭੇਦ ਖੋਲੀ
You say, shut up, son, don't open up. So we're talking about the newspapers, the media. They want to lead you one way or another, left, right, or... The leader here deserves... And the people whose kids are named John and Steve. Do they have the privilege? I don't know. Protectors have remained at the behest of that Oh, so here then, the people who are really doing the bad things, the stealing and everything else, are coming in the guise of potentially, should we say, the system, the church, the authorities. They're the ones taken from you, but they're doing it in the name of authority. Really? So those who are stealing from you are the ones who say they are the social services trying to improve your social conditions. Those who are robbing are wearing the grab. And I love this, and they will get their punishment soon. So what Sidhu is saying here is that God sees everything. So those people who come in the name of God, really? Punishment will be bestowed on them at some point. And he's saying that people are talking lots of things in the name of religion, but are they talking with a forked tongue? If you speak the truth here, they will impose Section 295 on you and say that you're talking religious. And if you progress, the hate will be I can't even speak. If you progress, the hate will be bestowed on you as Oh, I love this. So people, the anger gets whipped up. They whip them up to anger, don't they, and hatred with words, semantics. Really? And then what our man is saying is, who is the dog here? Who is the pimp? And who is the evildoer? Really? So there's a fine line, isn't there? So sometimes the lines get skewed. So sometimes we don't know who is the good and who is the bad. Who is the dog? Who is the pimp? Who is the evildoer? And the politicians will promise you anything, but once they get your votes, those promises they made are forgotten. I love that. You'll get wisdom after a while, after you've been burned a few times. You know, when you put your hand on the fire because you don't know the fire burns you, but once you know that and you've been burnt by the fire, you'll never go back to put your hand on the fire again, people. ਕੌਣ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਰੱਬ 'ਚ ਯਕੀਨ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਐ ਜੱਜ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਝੁਕਿਆ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਕੋਡਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੱਗ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਰੋਡਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ So he's even questioning. So with the faith, with the Sikh, they're saying you're wearing a turban on your head, but are you bald underneath? So I think he's probably saying just the question: why are you doing these traditional things, etc., etc.? Do you even know why you're doing these traditional things? So sometimes he's saying sometimes it's good to question everything.
ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਚੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੌਣ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਰੱਬ 'ਚ ਯਕੀਨ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜੱਜ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਝੁਕਿਆ
And he's also saying that a lot of people only believe because of things they see. The faith isn't there. And he says, I'll definitely bend, but I've not come on my knees.
ਕਰਕੇ ਕੌਣ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਰੱਬ 'ਚ ਯਕੀਨ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜੱਜ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਝੁਕਿਆ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਕੋਡਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੱਗ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਰੋਡਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਪੁੱਛ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਠੇਕੇਦਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਪੰਥ ਕੱਲਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਓ ਕੰਦਿਆਂ ਸਿਆਸਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਦਿਓ ਹੋ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਜੋਗਾ ਛੱਡ ਦਿਓ ਹੋ ਕਿਸੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਿਰ ਨਹੀਂਓ ਕੇਸ ਲੱਭਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਛੇਤੀ ਐਕਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਨਿਤ ਕੰਟਰੋਵਰਸੀ ਕਰੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਧਰਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਲੂ 295 ਜੇ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਪੁੱਤ ਹੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਕਈ ਬਣ ਬੈਠੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਗਵਾਰ ਇੱਕੋ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਵਾਰ-ਵਾਰ
So illiterate people are sitting in today's media, they're telling a lie over and over and over and over again. Sitting with women, they keep gossiping.
ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਜਨਾਨੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਚੁਗਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੋਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਚੱਜ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਤੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਭਾਲਦੇ ਵਿਵਾਦ ਨੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ
And they're looking for reasons to quarrel, to dispute, to argue amongst themselves because controversy is everything, people. They're just arguing for argument's sake. They probably don't even know why they're arguing.
ਨਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਚੁਗਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੋਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਚੱਜ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਤੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਭਾਲਦੇ ਵਿਵਾਦ ਨੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਫਸਾਦ ਨੇ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਨਿੰਦਦੇ ਪਰਾਉਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੱਲੇ ਕੱਲੇ ਗੀਤ ਯਾਦ ਨੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਔਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਐ ਕਰਾਉੜ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਸਾਲੇ ਲਾਉੜ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਰੱਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਪੁੱਤਰਾ ਆ ਬਾਪੂ ਤੇਰਾ ਬੜਾ ਆ ਪਰਾਉੜ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ
I love that. So the father to the son. Just remember one thing, I'm proud of you. Wow. And that's all that you can and should be saying to your children. You're proud of them.
ਲਾਉੜ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਰੱਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਪੁੱਤਰਾ ਆ ਬਾਪੂ ਤੇਰਾ
So remember one thing, your father is very
ਬੜਾ ਆ ਪਰਾਉੜ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਦਬ ਗਿਆ ਤੂੰ
You might be disappointed. The world is in this misunderstanding.
ਨੇ ਵਹਿਮ ਪਾਲਿਆ ਉੱਠ ਪੁੱਤ ਝੋਟਿਆ ਓਏ ਮੂਸੇ ਵਾਲਿਆ
Get up, my restless son, Moosetape. You keep telling the truth in such songs. So this is what I've been alluding to from a long while. But Sidhu Moose Wala is a Jat. He's proud of where he's from. He's proud of his people, the Moosetape. He's proud of the village and everything. He's always represented for his people. So people get one image of him. Maybe that isn't even the true image of Sidhu Moose Wala. He's a much more complex, bigger character than people say. They just have all the images with the gunplay, this, that, and everything else. But Sidhu absolutely stood up for his people. He stood up for his beliefs, and he was prepared when he was going to India and all these other places. In so many of his songs I've heard in recent times, but the base message was always there. Sidhu Moose Wala always stood up for his people and his beliefs, and he was doing this more and more. And the more he did this, the more attention he got from the higher ups people. And his father's saying, yes, Sidhu, be like a wrestler, stand up for yourself. You keep telling the truth in such songs. So he was telling truth in his songs. There was other bits and pieces around. He was telling truths. How even those people close to him tried to indict him on 16 counts, which weren't true. There was lots of jealousy close to him, jealousy from without as well. There was a lot of people trying to bring Sidhu Moose Wala down by any means necessary.
ਦਬ ਗਿਆ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੇ ਵਹਿਮ ਪਾਲਿਆ ਉੱਠ ਪੁੱਤ ਝੋਟਿਆ ਓਏ ਮੂਸੇ ਵਾਲਿਆ ਜੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਰਿਹਾ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਨਿਤ ਕੰਟਰੋਵਰਸੀ
to come. I love that. The truth cannot be hidden. It will out at some point. And his father's saying it will educate the generations to come. There'll be controversy all along the way, because they want to muddy the waters. They want to muddy the waters from the truth. So the more they can muddy the waters, the more there could be doubt and discord between people, which was trying to hide the truth.
ਜੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਰਿਹਾ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਨਿਤ ਕੰਟਰੋਵਰਸੀ ਕਰੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਧਰਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਲੂ 250
And they're using the 295 law to stop you from talking and speaking the truth and from debating.
ਮੈਂ ਜੇ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਪੁੱਤ ਹੇਟ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ
Thank you so much for this subtitles. That was Kana Nabulan. So if you like those subbies, etc., please subscribe to Nabulan. Thank you so much. And that, in my opinion, guys, is possibly one of my favourite Sidhu Moose Wala songs. It was just a thing of beauty, and honesty, and truth. And people keep saying about Sidhu Moose Wala, oh, gangster this, that, and everything else. But there were so many different sides to Sidhu. And the side that has always touched me is the truth. He was prepared to stand up and be counted and to speak his truth and to argue for what he believed in and to fight for what he believed in. Even if that meant, and he knew at some point, that it could be bad news for him, but he was never going to be deterred from his path. He was going to walk that straight path, no matter what obstacles were in his way, and let the world know about what he stood up for and what he believed in. And he is prepared to go out into the politics and to actually stand up for his beliefs, even though there'll be roadblocks in the way. This is one of the great songs from Sidhu Moose Wala, and there've been some really great songs, people. Guys, it's very somber as well, just thinking about it, but it's 2 years to the day that our man was taken from us so cruelly, people. He had so much he needed to do. There was so much more he was going to do, but unfortunately we can only surmise and guess and have conjecture about how he was going to go about it. But as I said, people, Sidhu Moose Wala is a legend and he will never die. And people, don't just remember him for his music, but remember him for standing up for what he believed in. That is, in some ways, even more important than anything else. You stand up for what you believe in, even and over people coming at you, threatening you, and all sorts of things, suggesting things to you, and even sometimes trying to pull you down or discredit you. You've got to stand up for what you believe in this life. Otherwise, the life isn't worth living, people. But this song, the 295, on its own, even if you didn't know one word of what this song was about, it is one of the most beautiful songs you'll ever hear. And I'm beginning to listen to the kid in a different vein. I know about all the sort of the more the mainstream kind of the G-funk kind of songs, etc., that the kid has done with Sidhu Moose Wala. But I'm hearing over the last few weeks, just been 2 or 3 songs that have been so amazing, beautiful. So Sidhu, the kid together, those two, just incredible, incredible people. I'm just going to say, people, that Sidhu Moose Wala love his music, absolutely love his music. It's one of the reasons, the main reason why I started reacting. So I just pray that you rest in peace, Sidhu Moose Wala, but you will never be forgotten. There are millions and billions of people all around this world who wake up every day to your music, who know about your message, who know about your songs, etc., and who are happier because you're in their lives. So guys, make certain you look after yourselves, you look after each other, you play as many Sidhu Moose Wala songs as possible. I'm looking to drop as many Sidhu Moose Wala tracks today as possible, people, so that we can honour, respect, and remember Sidhu Moose Wala as he should have been remembered, people. He had an effect on so many people's lives. It wasn't just the Jat people, it wasn't just the people of the Musa, it wasn't just people who lived in Toronto, it wasn't just people in Canada, it wasn't just the people in the Punjab, it was all around the world. He had that effect on so many people in such a short period of time. An amazing character, an amazing artist. and he was brave to the very end. So I'd just like to say, rest in peace, and you'll not be forgotten, people. All I'm going to say, people, is have a great day today. Listen to as many Sidhu Moose Wala tracks as possible. I have got quite a few Sidhu Moose Wala tracks that I will be dropping today, so I hope you guys can listen to them. Remember our man at his best. So all I'm going to say, people, is make sure you look after yourselves, you look after each other, and make sure you come back to the next